morning, or should I say good afternoon. It is actually about 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. and I just got up for the day. Last night I was working a night shift contract, so today is my switch around day. So I'm just getting up, and I thought it would just be fun to go through a couple of days in my life. I have a couple of days off the rest of today and then the next couple of days, so I thought, why not just go ahead and vlog it. So welcome if you're new here. My name is Lucy, and you're probably all new here because my channel is pretty new, so thanks for being here. First things first, let's make some coffee. Okay, I was about to put my sweater on, but I just wanted to do it in front of the camera because I want you guys to see the difference between wearing a color that is not my color and then wearing a color that is my color with literally nothing changing in between. It is actually crazy, so one moment. Here's before, here is after. Isn't it crazy? I hope you can tell. Please let me know if you can, because I don't want to be out here just saying that and no one else thinks it's that wild, but holy moly, so different. And I also want to show you in real time. I'm going to just do like my lips and a little bit of blush and maybe some bronzer, and it will literally, I mean, I'll look like a different person. So let's go do that. Oh, also, Nate texted me. He's on his way home from work, which is great. I have to speed this up quickly. So yes, I would put his soup in the microwave, which absolutely. I made him, or actually I was gonna eat this last night, but I didn't. The best soup ever. It is ginger, sweet potato, so healing, so good. Oh, my battery's about to die. 1 second. Let's see if I can get you propped up. This having no tripod is a little bit challenging. Which we do have one, and I already know Nate's gonna be like, why aren't you using the tripod? It's because that thing is crazy. One of these days I'm gonna get better at my hair, but today's not that day. I do like using this top gloss spray sometimes though. Natural lighting before and after. Ooh, I look like a ghost. Okay. Elf bronzer. I'm a bronzer girly. I feel so much better in my skin. There's just a little bit of tint to it. This is Elf blush, just the color like peach. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm in the market for a blush that's like pinky peach. This one is just really peach, but it'll do. Okay, a little bit of eyebrow gel. I was at my cousin's wedding, and one of her bridesmaids, who was in the wedding too, she told me about this, the Got To Be Glued, you know, that like gel that like everyone used in all the, yeah, just that was talked about in high school or junior high. I feel like it's pretty easy for me to get kind of anal about my eyebrows, so I have to just walk away sometimes. And then I just got this and I've been loving it. It is the Burt's Bees Rose Tinted Chapstick. I love it because it's like just the perfect shade of, it gives you color, but it's not too much. However, it comes off really fast, so I'm definitely still in the market for like a lip stain that's like neutral but still color. Like, it's gonna take me a while to find the perfect one, but when I do, it's gonna be amazing. And this is where the magic really happens. So good. Okay, and then I feel like I'd probably put my hair up in this like little coral hair tie, which would just tie the lips in a little more, so let's do that. I am very much a hair out of my face type of gal, so sometimes I just gotta sacrifice a little bit for just having it out of my face. I cannot stand it in my face, so. One last thing we really gotta go is I didn't even put mascara on. I've just been in a weird like no mascara era, and it's honestly been so nice. Like since going to night shift, I just haven't worn it. I feel like my eyes have gotten such a break. I know it's not like my mascara hurts my eyes or anything, but it's just been nice, and I feel like it just gives like a softer look. I feel like once I go in with the mascara, it's just like all or nothing, and I have big eyes, big eyelashes, so sometimes it just feels like a lot. So I've been loving just a little bit of a softer look, and it makes taking my makeup off so much easier, which I think is my favorite part. So you can always add mascara to this, and it is like, for me, that would be like a full-on face of makeup from like going to work, to going to church, going to a meeting. Yeah. Okay, we are back from meeting with our mentor. His name is John. He's this elderly man that we met through church, and he is just a wealth of wisdom. He is so amazing. Every time we leave, we're just like, you know, we're not like, man, we need to be better, but we're like, we want to be better because we want to honor the Lord and like honor each other. And he just makes you feel so good, and also makes you want to level up. So I feel like that's a hard combination to find. It's normally like one way or the other. Like you're leaving me like, yeah, okay, we got to be better. We're going to be like, let's go hard, whatever. And then the other times it's just like, you know, we're doing well. Like, let's just rest. Life is good. We're trying too hard. And he is like the perfect mixture. And I love that so much. So we talked about some really cool things. And I thought, I would just share one of the things he said with us, which was establishing priorities. And I feel like that's talked about all the time. I hear it all the time on podcasts. We all know that, but he was just kind of reiterating the importance of establishing a priority. And he was like, what did he write? I need to read it. Oh, he said irresponsible people never get around to establishing priorities. They just kind of like go where the wind takes them, or you know, kind of how we've been talking about it is just responding to life or reacting to life rather than being in the driver's seat. So I just thought that was so good. I hadn't heard it put that way. Like a responsible person sets their priorities, whereas in my head it was just like, I don't know, it's something we need to do, but like I don't know a ton of people who just sit down and who think about the priorities and are really intentional with them. So thought that was so good. And even he who is like not in the, you know, self-development space, he is, of course, because he talks with all kinds of like married people, but I mean specifically like in my health and wellness podcast or stuff like that, you know, they talk about priorities, but it was cool to hear just even from John's point of view and his wisdom of being married and working with people. To him, it's just as important as like Ed Milet over here talking about building your business and stuff. So anyway, after that we went to this coffee shop, Lauren, which is one of my favorites. So delicious. I got the honey lavender latte, half sweet with almond milk. So good. And then we got some yummy treats. So that place is really fun. I just had to come back and journal about that. I don't always journal, and I definitely was not a journaler until last year in 2024. It was an insane year. and I just started writing out my prayers to the Lord, and holy moly, it's crazy how much will just come out onto the pages. So don't hate on journaling until you try it. And also, I still, I call it journaling now because that's pretty much what it is, but I still start out with, it's really me just writing out my prayers. It's also cool because you can see which ones are answered, and we don't always realize that, and you forget how many prayers are answered. And then when you're writing them out or reading them back, you're like, oh my goodness, wow, that was already an answered prayer. Like, I just wrote that down today, like, whoa, what a quick answered prayer in like one day. I feel like sometimes that's just the only thing that helps me get things off my chest too, is just writing them out, bringing them to the Lord, and like laying them down. And these like intense desires that I have and big dreams and big goals can easily waver into the like scary realm and just kind of scaring me because one, they're so big, and two, it's like, oh my gosh, in my head this will never happen because of XYZ. And then I remember, but God, and nothing is impossible. I can lay everything at his feet, drop it, give it over to him, and know that he's got it in control. And if it's supposed to happen and I'm doing my part, it will. And if not, it's not. And he has something better waiting for me. So yeah, if you haven't tried that and you just have something weighing on your heart, just try it. Just try it. Just be like, I'm just going to try this for 5 minutes and just watch what happens. I'm always like writing and writing and writing for so long. But anyway, I need to go to Whole Foods really quick. I wanted to go before now because the traffic is going to be a little bit more intense than I'd like it to be because it's almost 5 o'clock. However, I really just needed to journal that and get it off my chest. I definitely am kind of like I use escape a lot to get away from like all my intense feelings. So I would do something like go to Whole Foods, and I really just felt the Holy Spirit being like, you need to just dump this out on paper, like bring it to the Lord. Don't run away from it. So I'm so glad I did. It's going to be well worth the little bit of extra traffic. So let's go do that. I have just, I don't know, a few bits and bobs that I want to grab from there. And then we'll come back and take little Miss Boo Bear on a walk. Oh, ogre.
Who?
Oh, look at this belly. It is like 8 o'clock. We just got to the gym. I was feeling great earlier, ready to go, but the caffeine has definitely. Yep. Yep.
You want a door ding their car?
That door you can't get out from the inside at the moment, so he has to come and let me out. Anyway, caffeine's definitely worn off, so I'm just going to walk on the treadmill and do some core. But that actually sounds super nice doing that, so I'm gonna do that. I had some chicken and sweet potato fries before we left the house because I was starving. And what are you gonna do?
Salmon and some chicken, some potatoes, and some sauerkraut.
Yummy. We got a Reuben from the Panini Extraordinaire. Nothing like it. Oh, Boo! What are you doing?
Down there, Chica.
Hi, sugar. Watching. Friendly as always. Yum. Boo. Hello, it is the next day. Last night we went to the gym and we stayed there for longer than I anticipated. I did just kind of like some light weights, mobility and strength training, but it was with lighter weights, higher rep, kind of different than my normal. And then I walked for 30 minutes. So that was good. We were both so tired last night and I slept in for a while this morning. I definitely am feeling the effects of night shift. I feel like the first couple of days I was like, this is great, this is fine. And now it's catching up to me a little bit, just how much your sleep is so important in being on a schedule. And yeah, just getting good, consistent sleep is so important. I remember on night shift, like I'm reminded how I felt. It's not even like during the work days. During the work days I was fine, but on my off days, it's like, oh my goodness, I'm such a zombie. I have no motivation. Like it's so hard to get things done because you're just like awake, but yeah, it's such a struggle. So that's where I've been today. I don't have a ton of time, but I did just go and get groceries, as you probably saw, from Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. So I thought I would just do a quick, like a haul while I put them away. So it won't be a full on like aesthetic spread, but as I'm putting away, I can kind of talk through my thought process, what I got. And so I thought we could do that before I wrap up the video. Okay, I said as I put them away, but what I really mean is get out of the bag, because where I have to put the camera, it's not gonna happen. It's like right in front of the fridge. So I'll get them out of the bag and then put them away after that. Okay, there's just a few things that I only get from Whole Foods, that I can only get from Whole Foods that I get. So I try to get the rest of the stuff elsewhere for right now. That's what fits our current budget. These guys I like to have at nighttime. I have such a sweet tooth, so they can kind of help curb that. This lemon rosemary chicken is so delicious. 2 huge chicken breasts, and I will just eat that. You know, this is one of those things that I just keep in the fridge for when I need something that's delicious, high in protein, and easy. Blue Bear sugar. Oh goodness. I'm having to pet her while I video this at the same time. By the way, she doesn't always do this. It's just when it's just she and I'm talking to someone, she wants my attention all to herself. So anyway, okay, the orange juice right here, this is for making immunity shots. So I'll do that with turmeric and ginger and a little bit of pepper, mix it all together, and we'll have like a immunity shot every morning. We love those. Apples from Whole Foods. These apples are so stinking good. You can easily tell the difference. These are organic Honeycrisp. Even Nate he's like, I never liked apples until we started having these. This cookie, honestly, I just love these so much. What is it? Salted caramel cookie. It's my weakness. This is from Trader Joe's. Arugula is my favorite greens of choice, and Nate has started putting them on sandwiches and stuff too, which is delicious. Kale. My body's craving kale, which is so weird because I normally I'm not a kale gal normally, so I will definitely cook that in some way or massage it with olive oil. I'm thinking putting that with some salmon over it and some other ingredients that I got today. Valentine's Day card, chomps. Over here, we have just kind of all those ingredients that I say I would just want to have on hand. So I'm going to freeze that because I already have one thawing right now. I hate cutting up onions, so this is so nice to have. Never tried this before, but it looks delicious. Getting veggies that are already pre-chopped, so much easier for me right now. Brussels sprouts, sweet potato or Japanese sweet potato, citrus, oranges, bananas, microgreens to put on top of our bowl, whatever we end up getting. These are mint, thyme, and rosemary. I want to put some of this on our salmon. And then the mint is for like a fun drink. Pomegranates, don't really get this, but I want to put that on top of the salmon over the kale and with some pistachios as well. Dates, they have the best dates ever. Sometimes I make little Snickers with them. Other times I just eat them like that. Sometimes I put them in a fruit bowl. Blackberries, I already have blueberries and raspberries, so I just wanted some little blackberries. Coconut water for like a little elixir. Egg whites for various reasons. green onions. I love green onions. I normally just cut these up and put them on kind of that bowl of shredded chicken and barbecue sauce that I was telling you about. Cranberries, these are for Nathaniel. He just kind of mentioned them the other day, and I don't really love cranberries, but we'll put those on a salad. Flax meal, I've seen a lot of recipes recently that call for that I don't have, so I got some of that. Okay, over here are the sweet treats. Let's see, the almond pretzel sea salt, this guy, so good. I just have a little bit of that pretty much every day when I have it in the house, so good or bad, whatever you make it. Organic coconut sugar, that's also for recipes. These guys, I just love these so much, so I'll have one of those here and there too. Pistachios, that also will be for the kale and the salmon, etc. These jerk plantain chips are absolutely delicious. I like to have them in my bag at work for when I'm just wanting a snack. They're so good. They are spicy though, I will say. 72% dark chocolate chips. These are amazing. They're also dairy-free, which I love. Okay, these guys I got for Nate for Valentine's Day. Hopefully he doesn't see this before it goes up. I've never had this, but the people at the store were saying that it is so good. I'm so excited to try it. Used to growing up, my hands and stuff were never ever dry, just my skin definitely run more oily. But now my hands are literally so dry and like cracking and stuff. I don't know if you can see that. So I thought I would try some of that, and along with that, some hand cream. Ugh, I hate lotion and stuff on my skin, so I don't know. I'm hoping the oil will like soak in a little more. I'm definitely having to make my night and morning routine longer these days just to kind of do all the things I want to do. So maybe while I put that on while I do them, it'll be fine. Applesauce, that's for a recipe. Coconut milk, I just opened our last jar. That one was for a smoothie, but this, a lot of like paleo, Whole30 recipes use coconut milk, so I like to have that on hand. And then grainy Dijon mustard. Oh, so good. I love to make sauces or put this on sandwiches, anything like that. I just love mustard. So that is all. It is like weeks later and I am just finally editing this video and I realized I didn't make an outro. So thank you guys so much for being here. I know it was just a long chatty video. I so appreciate you staying. If you stayed this long, please let me know. I will be just curious to see if anyone did. These videos actually take so much time to do and like work. So please let me know if you enjoyed it. I plan to just keep making and keep posting and just sticking with it for a while, and hopefully, you know, I know I'll just get better over time. So hopefully they get a little more exciting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm actually in the process of starting my next one, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time.